welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. If you are new here, my name is Sammy. Hello. On this channel, we do DIYs, wood signs. There's always tons of laughter, and this is a place where hot mess and crafting go hand in hand. So if you think you're into that, then let's get into the DIYs.
For our first Kirklands inspired piece, I saw this and I was like, I know exactly what to use to make that. However, I did not have 8 of them. I only had 6, so good thing this is inspired by. So I'm using 6 of these little tray things from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use 7 of the larger paint stir sticks from the hardware store. And I really wish I had 8 of these trays because this turns out looking so good. We're going to use ISP, Witch, Stain, and we're going to put on our gloves. And no, we're not yet. Okay. So we're going to go get those paint stir sticks, and I'm going to measure across. Now, I highly suggest when you put 2 of the boxes together and measure across, keep those 2 boxes together because these boxes are not created equally. Some of them are warped, one's bigger than the other. So that's why I measured each one separately instead of just measuring one, cutting all of them the same length. So I measure across that way. Then I take 2 of them because we're going to have like a top and a bottom for this piece. And I am just measuring how far I want it to stick out on the sides. Both of these will be the same size, and you're going to need 4 of these total, okay? 2 for the top, 2 for the bottom. After that is done, we are going to go ahead and stain everything. So we're going to stain the front, the back, the sides, the inside. Now the inside, to get in all of like the nooks and crannies of the corners, I end up grabbing my Dollar Tree stencil brush, and you'll see me in a bit here. I just dip it in, and that way I make sure that I'm able to get in all those corners so it doesn't show up in like the light wood color. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Awesome. So, and this like wood or whatever this is sucks up the oil-based stain so well that it dries like super fast. All right, now we're going to take wood glue. We are going to glue our boxes together. Y'all, don't ask me why sometimes I choose to use wood glue versus STARBOND glue versus hot glue. I don't know. So anywho, we are going to hot glue 2, 2, and 2. I really wish I had enough to make the 8 boxes like the picture, but it is what it is. All right. So, there's Hank making his cameo here. All right, now you're going to grab those sticks. These are the larger of the ones that we're going to cut. I did cut these off camera, and we're going to glue them together. Again, this is going to be the top and the bottom to our project here. So let those dry, and we will come back to them in a little bit. So now that these have dried, I'm going to start stacking them on top of each other. Again, using wood glue. You'll see right here. I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. I wish I had those little clamps from Dollar Tree. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about, those little pink ones. That would have been awesome. But you're going to just go ahead, stack them all up, let that dry very well before continuing on. And you guys, I wish I would have had the 8. And I also thought it would be cool to pop out the backs of these and then put another tray on the back so the box is bigger. You get, you know? Okay. Anywho. So now I'm taking my STARBOND. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know why I use STARBOND, why I didn't use wood glue. I think it's because this has skinnier edges, and the STARBOND is a lot like of a cleaner finish. I don't have wood glue coming out of the cracks and all that stuff. So I'm using my STARBOND medium adhesive and my accelerator. The accelerator just helps the STARBOND adhere instantaneously. So I'm going to finish doing that top one. Look at how easy peasy that is, you guys. And I know this has been done different ways with the smaller crates, but you know what? I saw this one and I needed to do it. So I got these antique labels off of Amazon. I will add those to my Amazon store link down in the description box. And I am using my thick STARBOND adhesive for these. And I am using that ruler on the side. That is going to give me my like straight line so that all of my labels are exactly in the same spot. So I don't have like one veering off to the left, one to the right. And I am going to stick those on there. And I just thought that these were a nice way of changing it up a bit and not using like the ones that we see commonly for the labels. You know what I'm saying? And again, these are on my Amazon store link. And you guys, while you're there, will you make sure to hit the follow button? I didn't know that was a thing. I guess it's a thing. I mean, follow it, please. Thank you so much. So we're going to go ahead and repeat this step for the top and then also 3 on the other side. Oh, look at that. And for those of you that use STARBOND, they actually have a glue remover. That is what I am using here to remove any that kind of like seeped out, because it kind of shows up glossy looking and I wasn't digging that. So you put it on, let it sit 5 to 10 minutes, and then you wipe it off. And it's amazing. I'll put my link down in the description box with the discount code. All right, so here's our bottom. I'm going to place it where I want it to be. And then I'm going to mark with the pencil on the sides and the back. That way, when I attach or put my glue on my boxes and go to set it back down, I know where to put it so that it's even. Why am I using STARBOND and wood glue? Don't do that. Just use one or the other, people, okay? Do as I say, not as I do. And then we're going to repeat that step for the top. So I just end up letting this dry, flipping it around, doing the top part. And this is how it turned out. Now, I think this looks beautiful. Love, love, love the antique labels. I do wish I would have had more of them. 3 more? Why did I say 8 boxes? It would be 9. Anywho, I wish I would have had 9 boxes. I think it would just have made a bigger statement, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments.
All right, you guys, that was the first Kirklands inspired DIY. Now I want to point out it's inspired by, so I wasn't trying to dupe these like, you know, exactly how they look in the picture. I just took them and then made my own take on them. You guys know that I love doing these kinds of videos because I really love showing that like we don't have to spend a lot at the store in order to have nice things to put in our home. A lot of the DIYs that I do make for my home. So, and I do use them to like decorate seasonally with and things like that. So I just kind of made these to fit in my space. So if you like the picture, then do it like the picture. If you like mine, do it like mine. Hey. All right, you guys. And you guys, you know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the channel, if you're digging the DIYs, then make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, because it's an absolutely free way you can help your girl out here on YouTube. And with that said, you guys, oh, check out the description box. I am on Instagram, TikTok, I have a Pinterest, I have a Unicorn Dust Designs Facebook group where we share our crafts. So tons of info down in the description box for you guys. And with that said, now let's get back into the DIYs.
Okay, here is our next one. This one is so easy. It's kind of cheating, but again, I want to show you that you don't have to go shopping at Kirkland's to get this. We're going to make this for next to nothing. So taking a Dollar Tree sign, I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. You guys know the drill. I'm going to flip it around, get my plaster by Waverly, and usually I do a messy coat of paint, but I'm going to do a bit neater of a finish, and we're going to do 2 coats of the plaster. I'll go ahead and do that, fast forward. And then I am going to take the smaller paint stir sticks. I'm going to put those on the side, measure out how long I want them to be. I will cut those with my table little saw here. This is also in my Amazon store link right here. Now I have learned as I've done this over and over that the lighter the hand, the better. And to just use one across motion. Don't try like going down and like You guys know, like you're sawing like a tree. Don't do that. Just go across with a light hand, and it doesn't take hardly any time at all. And I learned that you're supposed to put it on like the lip of a table. All right, so now we're going to take that same stain color, and I'm going to stain the stir sticks right here. I am going to cover the back side. You guys know the drill with that. Hot glue the sign, place it on the paper. I cut it out with a craft knife, and then we have a nice covered backing. So now flipping this over, I'm going to attach our popsicle sticks, our stir sticks to these sides. And again, you could use any adhesive, wood glue, hot glue, or STARBOND. And okay, I'm attaching, I should have put the twine on and then covered the back of the sign, but it is what it is. So I do this to the left side, and then I'm going to repeat this step on the right side. And now taking my vinyl decal, and I do want to apologize because I had every intention of putting this SVG for Cricut down in the comments, but I had to force close my Cricut design space and lost this design. So I apologize in advance. But this is Oracle 651 permanent vinyl, as well as my favorite Vinyl Ease transfer tape. This is also in my Amazon store. And you guys, that's it for this one. I told you it is so easy, and we got the same look, except the Kirklands one has black wood on the side, and I chose to go for a different stain color. But I mean, come on, this looks pretty darn similar. All right, so for our next one, this is, look at that, $84 for this wall hook thing. And we're going to make ours for like nothing. Okay, so grabbing this wood, this is a 1x10 and it's 19 inches long. I'm taking my Aura Mask 233 plus automotive tape. I like using this automotive tape because it is very strong. It's very adhesive, and I never, ever have bleeds with it. It is like the best. It's pricey, but it's amazing. And it's what I use on my wood signs or any other, wood signs. Okay, anyways. So I'm going to follow this across, and I'm using the outer edge of the wood as my guide for my straight lines. And this is essentially going to create a framed image for us once we paint the middle of this piece. So I'm going to follow this all along here, just in case you guys, wanted to see that. And then I'm just going to measure the middle out width and length so I know how big I can make my decal for the middle. All right, so now I'm using Oracle 651 permanent vinyl. I choose to use permanent vinyl when I'm painting on top of something because it has a stronger adhesive and it's less likely to have bleeds. So I am going to play around with the placement, make sure it's not wonky and crooked. And then we are going to take linen white by Rust-Oleum, and I am going to do nice even coats. You should not be applying any pressure to this roller. And as you guys can see, usually I like to do kind of a messy look with my paint, but when I do wood signs, I do try to make them as neat and clean as possible. So as you can see, this little mini roller, I do have some on my Amazon store. Nice even coats. I'm going to do 2 coats total. Then we are going to peel back our tape. Now, as I'm peeling this back, you'll notice that chalk paint will start flaking off. And that is why I have this paintbrush in my right hand so that I can brush those flakes away. Because if one of those flakes were to get on the black stain and I accidentally rubbed it like with my palm, then it would be like you smeared white chalk paint on your sign. So you don't want that to happen. So I always make sure that I do this. And next we're going to weed out our letters with our Cricut weeding tool. And I love this weeding tool because it is like the sharpest weeding tool I've ever used. It gets under the vinyl without gouging your wood, and it's just my favorite. So we're going to continue to weed this out. And then I do spray this with clear Rust-Oleum matte. Now that that's done, we're going to take our D-hooks and we are going to place those up here on the corners. I like to use D-hooks on things that are going to have weight on them. These hold up to 50 pounds, and you want that for something like this because it could be holding a backpack, a purse, coats. You just never know. So that's why I choose to use D-hooks versus sawtooth hangers. All right, after that, I spray painted some screws because I didn't have any black ones. I got these hooks at Hobby Lobby. They were 50% off, so I only paid $1.50 per hook. And I liked how just simple they were. I didn't want anything to take away from the stay a while. And then we're going to just go ahead and screw those babies in, and we are all done with the sign. So the ones at Kirkland cost us $83.90. That one was $83.99. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I would say maybe like 15 bucks this cost us to make ourselves. And I think it's just as beautiful. And look it, you could see that wood grain in the lettering instead of it being like a pure black paint. Love it. All right, you guys. So this last one, I thought these were just so much fun from Kirkland's, and I wanted to show you. This is not sponsored by Cricut whatsoever, y'all. I just wanted to try it and show you guys how I made these.
All right, you guys. So I know I could actually do record my screen on an Apple computer, but I don't know why I like being able to hold the phone and do it. So for this one, I know we're starting off a little weird, but we are going to take Dollar Tree candles, and I am using the clear ones here, and then we are going to eventually take this sticker off, and I am going to then create our own sticker labels using our Cricut. So I measured, which was nice, the sticker that was on here because I like the fit of it, and I made some triangles with it, 4 by 1.75. I picked Courier for my text. And then, so in the candles that we saw on Kirkland's, they were kind of quirky, and I feel like you can make them personal. So for me, the one that I was just showing you reminds me of the pool deck that I grew, we had a pool deck growing up, and my dad always had jasmine growing along the lattice. So I said that it reminds me of the pool deck with notes of jasmine and sunblock. And I'm going to personalize the other two as well. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to place this where I want it. I do want them to print with, I don't know. Do we want, I don't know. I'll decide on the color later, but let's, focus on how to do this. So once I figure it out, I'm going to highlight all of this. Then I'm going to go down here and hit flatten. And you can see how see how it goes from this dark black color, and then it gets lighter. And then you'll see over here that it has now turned this image into a print, then cut, because we're going to print the sticker in our printer. I just have a standard inkjet printer, and then we are going to feed it through our Cricut and cut it. So let me finish these two, and then I'll show you what we do with the Cricut and the printer. All right, so you guys, I changed my background color so you could see this. And if you don't know how to change the background color, you go down here where it says blank canvas, click on it, and then you can see you can change the color right there. You guys, I just learned how to do all of this 5 minutes ago. So if I'm doing something wrong, just, I'm sure you guys will let me know. But I'll attach the gal that I was watching. She has a bajillion followers. So I'm sure you guys, if you guys have a Cricut, you know her. Okay. So anyways, so you guys, I flattened all of these. Then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do offset, which I'm trying to just figure out. That was 0.25 I did. Okay. So I'm clicking on this one. I'm going to go up top where it says offset. There's no way I went that far Okay, and I'm gonna play around with it. I really don't know how much I did. I'm just gonna put apply. Okay, then I'm gonna come over here. Do you see where it shows like the black print then cut? And then I'm gonna go up here and I'm going to change that to, is that white? White. And do you see that? I actually kind of like the thicker. Oh, that's why. So what was this offset? 0.181. Okay, anyways, so we got that. Now we need to attach them so that they go together, right? So see, now it's not going to move. So the reason I did the offset is because I want this to be like the backing of the sticker, which I think I'll make a little thinner, which I don't even think I technically have to. I can just make the square. I don't know, you guys, but I'm going to play around with it. Once I get to printing and stuff, I'll come back on. All right. Now that I got it where I wanted it, I ended up doing like 3 different colors. Okay. Why is this one? No, it's flattened. See how? Oh, it's probably because I didn't put as much text. Okay. You guys, I'm just talking to myself at this point. So now I'm going to select all of them because I want them to obviously print together, cut together. And then I'm going to go down here and press attach. Now they'll all print together. Now, when I go to make it, you'll see, and this is my first time making stickers, you guys, so I know I'm wasting a lot of paper, but like, I just, you know, I'm playing around with it right now. Usually I would try to save as much as I can, but I'm trying not to get too technical either. Okay, so here we go. It's saying print, then cut. And then I'm going to press continue. Oh, geez. Oh, now it doesn't want to go clear. Okay. So send to printer. I got that. From what I've watched, it said to turn on the ad bleed and then use system dialog. She said that like she never doesn't click that. And then I'm going to go ahead and print. And let's go over here. You guys, sorry. This is like my like printer slash storage slash display table. All right, so it's gonna print out. After we're done printing it out, then we're gonna take it over to our, and I'm going slowly. I have stuff everywhere, you guys. I'm a mess. We're gonna take it to a light grip mat. We are gonna put that paper on there, the sticker paper, and then we'll feed it through our Cricut, and then it'll actually cut these stickers out for us. First step is done, printed. 2, set base material. So let's look here. What are we using? Printable sticker paper. So I'm just gonna search here.
Right, you guys, here they are. I apologize. The last 5